Welcome back to the Songs of Spring mini-series. Meet the Robin. Spring greetings. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we have finally crossed over the threshold to spring. Today, we are continuing to sing in spring with a very sweet songbird, the robin. I have the pleasure of watching a male robin hunting for worms as I write this. I'm admiring his focus and sense of purpose. I'll give you a few fascinating facts about robins, along with some ways we can use their symbolism to relate to the season and our lives. If you'd like, grab your journal, just in case robin inspires you today, for they are the bringers of new starts and fresh beginnings. In the northern part of the United States where I live, we're seeing an increase of robins returning to feast on the earthworms rising in the warming soil. Today's post will be focused primarily on the American robin, though I believe that you will see many similarities with other types as well, like the very cute European robin. The main difference being that the American robin is part of the larger thrush family, while the European robin is part of the smaller flycatcher thrush family, like a nightingale. When European settlers came to the U.S. and saw the red-breasted songbird, they named it after their own red-breasted bird, robin. Robins are so beloved that they have become a very recognizable symbol of spring and are shared by Connecticut, Michigan, and Wisconsin as a state bird. When I think of robins, I also think of earthworms, birdsong melodies, the fresh smells of spring, and their beautiful blue eggs. Although robins are more of a nomadic bird and can stay near throughout the winter, they do grow in numbers, just as the earth gets warm enough for the worms to come back to the surface in what is called vertical migration. Once they start getting that protein, it's time to build their nests. Both the male and female gather the twigs, grass, and mud for the nest, but it is the female that does the building. Each brood contains 3 to 5 eggs that hatch 14 days after being laid. Both parents do the feeding once they've hatched. About 2 weeks after hatching, the chicks are ready to leave the nest and enter the fledgling stage. For about 10 to 15 days, they are very vulnerable and stay safe in covered areas like hedges, while the parents keep feeding them. Once the fledglings can fly up to the trees, the fathers take over the continued care and teach them how to hunt on their own. The females then return to tidy up their nest and prepare for the next brood. They are truly efficient in their ability to care for themselves and their families, often seen nesting 2 to 3 broods each year. This makes them great symbols for parenthood or motherhood. In other words, don't mess with a robin when they have offspring. In the spring, they mainly eat earthworms along with beetles, grubs, caterpillars, and fruit. The American robin has adapted well to living on our lawns, in parks, gardens, and agricultural development, so their population is considered stable. However, if you'd like to help feed the robins or support their health, you can leave out mealworms or fruit for them, and please make sure to avoid the use of pesticides. They and many of our delicate earth family are very vulnerable, even to an organic pesticide. Another way to draw them to your yard is to set up a water basin or bird bath. If you do notice any fledglings in your yard, you can keep your cats indoors or supervise them. Robin symbolism. A change is on its way. Robins have been seen as a symbol of rebirth and renewal. They remind us that change is inevitable. Often called spring birds, robins symbolize the start of something new or a big change coming in your life. Their beautiful songs fill the air, reminding us to find more moments of joy and happiness. Robins tell us to sing your own song. Perhaps where you live, you can crack open the window and see if any robins sing to you while you're reading this or watching this. Another fun activity you could do is to go looking for rainbows, for the robin is also telling us that you are sure to find one after a spring storm. As mentioned, the robin is a wonderful symbol for parenthood and specifically motherhood. They are very tenacious and self-reliant and will defend their offspring at any cost. Mothers can often relate to the robin during a pregnancy. They raise their young with great care and attention, bringing us the symbols of affection, love, and the ability to make others feel safe and warm. It is also very soothing to look at the color of the robin's egg blue, reminding us of the 5th chakra at our throat, and yet again a message to use our voice. Another feature you'll notice about the robin is their beautiful red breast. To me, this feels like the warmth of the heart and hearth, a keeper of the eternal flame, an expression of their passion and allowing it to burst through. Perhaps as we learn to embrace change, listen to the songs in our hearts, and practice living in our joy, we will find our true voice. For we are meant to enjoy our time playing in the grass, as well as spreading our wings to fly. I truly hope that you found some spring inspiration from Robin as much as I have in writing this for you. Spring seems to come more and more to life as I grow older and notice new things each year. But I truly believe that the more inner work we do, the more we can be aware of our surroundings and notice the little things in our periphery, experiencing the magic and wonder of it all. Thank you so much for singing in the spring again with me today. Stay tuned for more seasonal living and nature-inspired creativity. And if you haven't had a chance to check out my Spring Awakening Creativity Guide, I invite you to sign up for the Cocoon Club and you'll receive your free download right away so you can keep the exploration of spring going. Blooming with gratitude, Laurie.